Mark, do you have the reports on the content campaigns for the past year that I asked you for?
Sure do, Eric. Right here. Here you go.
Mark, these papers are all out of order and there's no table of contents or index.
Oh, sorry, but I mean all the information's in there.
Oh yeah? Well, so can you find me the reports for February campaigns?
Oh, sure. Just hand those to me and I'll just... Hey, thanks.
Why are you thanking me?
Well, the February stats will be a lot easier to find with them all spread out like this.
If you don't understand how to set up pagination and canonicalization for your site, Google might treat it like one of Mark's reports. Here's why.
Eric, let's start with the basics. What is pagination on a website?
Well, pagination is a way of grouping together many pages of related information on a site. One of the most common examples is the blog section of most sites, where posts are shown in reverse chronological order. But for convenience and usability, split up over linked pages of so many posts per page, basically. Another common use is to group together related products on an e-commerce site. So if you sell 30 different styles of men's shoes, you want each shoe to have its own page, but you also want users to be able to browse easily from shoe to shoe, and also for search engines to understand that you carry a variety of shoes.
Sounds simple, but according to a guide on pagination by our marketing consultant, John Dietrich, a lot of sites mess up pagination in ways that could affect their SEO. So what kind of errors are common?
The first is in the area of canonicalization. Especially with related product pages, there may be only small variations from page to page. For example, maybe you have 10 shoes of a certain style, where the only major difference between them is the color. Proper canonical links on each page let search engines know that the page is unique. You want to make sure if someone searches for red Oxfords on Google, they'll get right to your page that has the red variation of your Oxford shoes. Canonical links help make sure that that will happen.
So what's another problem sites using pagination run into?
Well, next, we could talk about rel prev next tags. These are simply tags that tell a search engine what the previous and next pages are in a series of linked pages in a sequence. So you need to have the page numbers correct in the link tags on each page, so search engines understand the flow and connectivity of your pages. So for example, on page 4, the rel equals prev link tag should point to page 3, and the rel equals next link tag should point to page 5.
So are there other things SEOs should keep in mind for correct pagination?
Definitely. Ideally, a site should use canonicalization and rel prev next together to make things as clear as possible to search engines. There are also special considerations if you're using infinite scroll instead of pagination. And also, while Google has gotten better at being able to parse JavaScript, if your pagination links are JavaScript-based and require user action to be generated, Google may not see them. So you need to give a special thought to implementation if you're using JavaScript. All of these situations are covered in detail in John Dietrich's guide on our site.
And of course, we'll provide a link to that guide in the notes for this episode.
Great. Now, can we get back to your annual report?
Oh, yes. I can't wait until you see how I organized it.
Oh, great. Hey, Mark, did you get that report organized yet? What on earth?
It's my indexing scheme for the report. Go ahead, ask me for anything that's on it.
Okay, how about top pages driving traffic from Google?
Organic search, left hand.
Newsletter signups from our content.
Conversion metrics, right shoulder.
Oh, okay, one more. Where's the summary of our marketing failures for the past year?
You don't want to know.